Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we've got a topic that's, well, it's pretty heated. Get it? Heated? We're talking space heaters.
Oh boy, here we go with the puns already. But yeah, space heaters. Those little devices that keep us toasty in the winter. But also, as it turns out, can be a little more dangerous than you might think.
Exactly. I was reading this report from the National Fire Protection Association. 43% of home heating fires are caused by space heaters. 43%!
See, that's wild to me. Especially since most of the newer ones have all these safety features now, right? Like, I just bought one and it's got that tip-over switch thing.
Oh yeah, the tip-over switch. So here's the thing about those. They're effective at what they do. If the heater tips, it shuts off. It uses this little spring-loaded mechanism, or sometimes a mercury switch, to detect when it's not upright. And then click asterisk, it cuts the power.
Okay, so that makes sense. It's like a physical trigger, right? If it's not standing up straight, the circuit breaks.
Precisely. But, and this is a big but, that only addresses one specific scenario. The heater physically falling over.
Right, which I guess is good, but it doesn't account for, like, if I put it too close to my curtains or something, does it?
Bingo! There was this case study I saw from a fire in Anytown, USA, where a heater with a working tip-over switch still managed to ignite nearby curtains. The heater didn't tip, so the switch did nothing.
Wow, so it's not just about falling over, it's about, like, radiating heat too?
Exactly. Think about it this way. These things are designed to generate a lot of heat. That heat has to go somewhere, and if that somewhere is a flammable material, well, you can see where this is going.
Makes perfect sense. But then there's the overheating protection, right? That's supposed to stop them from getting, well, too hot.
It is. And it's super important. Most heaters use a thermal cutoff switch or a thermostat. So basically what's happening is, if the internal temperature gets too high, this switch will trip and shut everything down.
Okay, so like a fail-safe to stop it from melting down from the inside.
Right. But again, it's an internal measure. It's not necessarily going to stop the heat that's already radiating outward from igniting something nearby.
So even if the heater itself doesn't malfunction and burst into flames, it can still cause a fire externally?
Precisely. Dr. Emily Chen from the Consumer Product Safety Commission put it really well. She said the danger often isn't the device itself, but how people use them.
That's such a good point. It's like, we see these safety features and we think, oh, I'm good, I can put this anywhere.
A false sense of security. And you know what else contributes to that? The electrical load these things put on your house.
Oh yeah, I've heard they can be power hogs. My dad used to yell at me for using one in my room as a kid, saying it was going to blow a fuse.
He wasn't wrong. A standard space heater, the 1,500 watt kind, draws about 12.5 amps. That's the max continuous load allowed on a 15 amp circuit, according to the National Electric Code.
Wait, so just the heater itself is using almost all the power that circuit can handle?
Exactly. Now, imagine you've got other stuff plugged into that same circuit. Maybe a TV, some lights, your phone charger.
Yikes. So you're basically overloading the circuit without even realizing it.
And that's where the real danger lies. Overloaded circuits mean overheated wires. And overheated wires, well, they can start fires inside your walls.
Okay, that's terrifying. I'm never using an extension cord with a space heater again.
Good call. Michael Johnson, a chief fire marshal, he was saying, always plug them directly into the wall. No extension cords, no power strips.
It's such a simple thing, but I bet a lot of people don't realize how important it is.
And that brings us to what I think is the most crucial point here. User education. We've got these safety features, which are great, but they're no substitute for knowing how to use these things safely.
It's like that stat you mentioned earlier, that 85% of space heater fire deaths are associated with them, even with the safety features involved.
Right. The 3-foot rule is a good start. Keep at least 3 feet between the heater and anything flammable. Curtains, furniture, bedding, you name it.
And maybe manufacturers could do more too. Better labeling, clearer instructions, maybe even some kind of interactive guide online or something.
I like that. It's all about making safety intuitive, Making it easy for people to make the right choices.
So bottom line, space heaters, they're useful, but they're not foolproof. Tip-over switches, overheating protection, they're important, but they're not magic shields.
Exactly. It comes down to us, the users, being smart about how we use them. Respect the 3-foot rule, don't overload your circuits, and for crying out loud, don't put them near your curtains.
Solid advice, Mark. And on that note, I think we're out of time. Everyone, stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you next time.